working on next. So I'm just making sure these jars are dry from being outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a pack of these noodles, but we're not using the flavoring that came with them. So let's go with 4. So the pack that came with them is so high in sodium. So we're making these a healthier way that they're not so high in the sodium. They also have MSG in them. So we're going to go with this, and this one here is the low sodium. And hopefully this one doesn't have the MSG in it. Actually, this one is sodium free. There's no salt in this. So I'm just cracking them in half. You can actually make them in these glass jars. So each one is going to get a packet. And then we're going to put some dried corn in them. Not sure how much corn I want to put in them, so we're just going to go with about 1/2 cup. That may be too much. I'm not sure how. We will give it a try here in a moment. It's absolutely amazing. Now there is no salt in this, so it's a little bit bland, but if you wanted to, you could use a salt-free, use something that's salt-free with it. It's so good. It tastes just like it without all the sodium. Yum. It is really, really good. So I have my lighting hooked up. That all I have to do is plug it into a solar unit, and then it will automatically turn on. And now I have it a lot brighter in here. So the hamburger helper, all of these recipes were in my Christmas celebration. So it's a whole playlist. I think I need to remind people I have huge amounts of playlists. I have playlists for so much. it's my whole life, the last 8 years on YouTube. But this one is the cheesy hamburger helper, which we love it. And this is another one of those meals in a jar. So here are some of the answers to some of the questions that people ask. And I stopped answering on comments because I would have to be answering 100 times in one video, and it's too time consuming. So let me explain. I used to work with a nonprofit organization, and they do want me to have some more interviews with them. So I have been just so busy, but they would like me to have an interview with them, Blessings of Hope again, which I probably will be doing. They had a church function here close by where I could get all the free food I wanted, because what people wouldn't take was thrown away in the dumpster. And so you would see me bringing home carloads and carloads of food. What has taken place is, since then, they have huge commercial dryers, and they are drying all of their excess vegetables. And so they are drying them, and they're sending them overseas, sending them here to America whenever there's some kind of calamity or, some kind of weather event. So they are drying the food, which takes a lot less poundage. So they don't have to, ship pounds of food anymore, and it's all dried. So they don't have that anymore at this local church. It got too expensive for the church, and it just got too much. They are doing mostly overseas now. So I am not gleaning food in that manner, but I still have a lot of food, and I'm also getting food extremely cheap, pennies on the dollar. I recently did a video where I got 25 pounds of flour for $9. And I also will be growing a lot of our food this year in the garden. Before I worked with these nonprofit organizations, I was raising food in my garden. And then I got to doing that, and I made videos on it, made the world aware of the problem of so much waste in this world. And now it's so great because they are drying the food, and they're sending packets of dried food all across the world. So I am not doing that much of the gleaning anymore. To be honest with you, physically, I couldn't do that much anymore. You must understand, I think on a weekly basis, I was bringing home anywhere from 500 to 900 pounds of food. And I was giving it to all the neighbors all around me. I think I gave 1 month, I gave 560 pounds of rice to all the neighbors. Do you remember the 800 pounds of rice? We are still eating that rice, and it is just perfect. I make it into flavored rice now. I am down to 125 pounds of that rice. I'll see if I can find the video of the 800 pounds of rice. Maybe I can do that. But I am looking around, and I make my own noodles, and I dry them. I have a lot of videos on that. Also, making things from scratch. But the discount grocery store, I can get as much food as I want, and it's still very cheap priced. You are going to be seeing a lot of dehydrating. I am going to be dehydrating a lot of food this year. We really got into eating garlic bread with dehydrated tomatoes. We really got into eating soup with dehydrated tomatoes. We really got into eating dried potatoes. These are dried potatoes. Of course, you see all of my herbs. I have an extensive herb garden, which you will be seeing a lot of those videos. I have mounts and mounts and mounts of oatmeal. And I have lima beans. I'm just looking all around me. I like to keep a full pantry. I just don't buy the large quantities that I was. I just did a video recently on dehydrating onions, and that was fun. And I had about a half a gallon of them. But yeah, a lot of rice mixes. Oh, I have so many. I got a playlist on mixes in a jar. I got a playlist on dehydrating. So you're going to be seeing a lot more dehydrating than canning. Right now in my kitchen, I have beans that are ready. I need to can. I will be canning beans, and you'll be seeing a lot of different kinds of beans because it's so cheap to home can them. I am the kind of girl who does pressure canning. So you won't find me doing Amish water bath methods. I don't feel comfortable in promoting that on my channel. Now, have I tried some of that? I've tried a few things, but I feel like it's such a high responsibility when I'm promoting, you know, certain ways of doing things. I want to make sure that it's 100% safe. So for me, I don't want to promote it to anybody, anything that's not quite what I feel in my comfort zone, but there are many people that do. So if you're looking at Amish canning, I do home can cheese, but I do pressure can it. But there's all kinds, you know, everybody has a different way of doing things, and it's really fun to see all of these different ways, and also in different countries, people are doing things different. I enjoy doing all kinds of different things, but mostly I will be doing that off the camera and not necessarily promoting it because, well, I just want to be safer than sorry. I would never want to promote anything that somebody could really be, it could be harmful to them. But I am trying different methods that I am seeing in other countries, for me personally, just to see how it works. Most of the times it has not worked for me at all. So they were bloopers and then I don't show it. So I tend to kind of stick with what I know and what works for me. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. And remember, click that notification bell, please, and maybe watch a video or two of mine. You know, it takes a lot of effort to put out these videos. This is what I do full time, and I couldn't do it without viewers like you. Absolutely not. So I really want to thank you guys for your constant dedication and support towards me and my husband and my family. And there's not one day goes by that I don't think about it. And you have been a real blessing in my life for all of these 8 years.